Okay, so I've got a more comprehensive video that compares all of the Dyson models, right from the V7 right up to the V11, and I've tested them and go through the differences in battery life and things like that. If you've settled on the V11 as your vacuum of choice, which one you're going to buy, and your decision is only between whether you buy the Absolute or the Animal, this video should help. So you can see from the floor here, the main difference is the floor tools that come with the V11s. I'll just run through the accessories that come with both models. Okay, so just to show you that all the tools are pretty much the same on both machines apart from the floor tools. Here you can see on the left we've got the Dyson V11 Absolute. I'm not concentrating on the gold one because that just comes with one extra tool and I'm not so worried about that. But if we open up and see what tools come, and let's go from the bottom up, we can see that they both come with a charger, they both come with the docking station, the one storage clip which is handy, they come with the quick release mini soft dusting brush, the crevice tool, the combination tool, the mini motorized tool which I think is good for the car, and then here we can see we've got the differences, which is where I was talking about. Okay, so here's the tools. So this is the Absolute model, which comes with the 2 floor tools, and the Animal, which comes with the 1. So the direct drive torque head is the one that comes with the Absolute, and it is a great head. It has this rear skirt, a rubbery skirt, which allows it to go backwards as well as forwards and be just as efficient at pickup, which is definitely a plus point. Not essential, but a plus point. Obviously the automatic sensing is a nice feature if you're going from different surfaces of flooring. But the way I look at it, if you're on carpet, these work very similar. In tests, I find that they perform very similar. Pickup is pretty much the same. On hard floors, it's different, however, and they both pick up well on hard floors. But if you use the soft roller head on the V7 Absolute, it is far better on hard floors. So a lot of it boils down to what sort of surfaces you've got at home. So if you've got almost all carpets and hardly any hard floors at all, then I would say that the Animal cleaner is going to be absolutely fine. And what's interesting is that they haven't changed this soft roller head. So I've got the head from my V7 Total Clean, and that fits on the V11 machine and works absolutely fine. So if you've got an older machine with a soft roller head, certainly from the V7 onwards, it's the same head. So you could save your £100 and get the Animal and then use the soft roller head that you've already got. If you haven't got either and you've got mostly hard floors, then I would go back to the Absolute because this is a dream on hard floors. What's great about it is that this part is much, much higher, so it's got a lot more clearance, and I'll show this in a close-up. So this is the soft roller head from my V7, and you can see it looks rather used, but from what I can see, everything is exactly the same. I've been looking around it and I can't really see any differences, although I do see there's a soft part at the back here, but all the openings and everything seem incredibly similar. And so I tried this on the V11, and this is the V11 Animal, so you can see there. And so if I put my soft roller head on, you can see that it works absolutely fine. And if I show you the motor, so you can see the battery life that you're going to get. On Eco, you're going to get 87 minutes, medium 41 minutes, and boost 14 minutes, which is still a very long time considering the amount of suction you're getting there. Okay, so I'm going to go freehand with this. This is the V11 with the direct drive normal floor head, so that's the only floor head that it comes with. And here we've got some of my cat's dried food, and if we try and pick that up, you see what happens. So it left some behind. So it left some behind, but it picked some others up. So it depends where it goes underneath, so you can see that it rides up over it. Let's try the automatic head. Still does the same, still leaves a few behind. Actually works really well, to be fair. The harder the floor, this table's got a bit of give in it. The harder the floor, the more it's likely to push it along. But you can see that that worked pretty well. So now this is with my own V7 Total Clean head, but on the V11 Animal. There you go. So everything went. So this is what I'm talking about. So if we look close in, you can see there's a massive amount of clearance there, which you just don't get with any of the other heads. Okay, so at the end of the day, which one would I recommend? Well, really it depends on what floor it is that you have. If you have pretty much all carpet and very little hard floors, then the Animal is going to definitely do the job. If you already have an old soft roller head from a V7, a V8, a V10, then you could save you £100, and this combination, so the Animal cleaner with the soft roller head you already have, is, for me, for the saving of £100, I would definitely go down this route. If you don't have a soft roller head already, and you have lots of hard floors, then really I think you need the Absolute, because the performance of the soft roller head, it's just nicer to use as well on hard floors, but also if you have any bigger items or if you spill any cereal or rice or pasta or anything like that, this just picks it all up really, really well. Whereas as you could see from the test, both of these would end up pushing some of it along. I mean, that's being maybe overcritical, but then I'm used to using a soft roller head, so that's the tool I would reach for if I had a large amount of things to pick up from a hard floor. So hard floor, I would go for the Absolute if that's what's mostly in your property. Mostly carpet, then you'll be absolutely fine with the Animal. But if you like the idea of having the torque head, which adjusts, certainly if you move from one surface to another regularly, which I don't tend to in here, then the torque head is going to give you an advantage. But for me, it's always all about this soft roller head. I really love the soft roller head. It's a great, great thing. Okay, so the one thing I'd like to see with the V11, which doesn't come with the V11s, it does come with some other machines in the Dyson range, is this flexible hose. And the reason I think that it would be a good thing to include in it, or to buy separately, is that when you put a tool directly on the machine, you can't get into hard to reach areas or see what you're doing that easily. But if you add this flexible hose, then you can see that it gives you much more control, and because you're holding the machine in one hand and you're moving around with the other, and you can put any of the tools on this, any of the non-motorized tools, and it is a great thing to add on. It's extra functionality for your machine. So if you have any questions you want to ask, I'd be happy to try and answer them in the comments. Thanks very much for watching. Please like and subscribe.